It's in the game.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final two teams remain. Only one will be a champion. And we're off in the Super Bowl. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts now from the gun. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's going to step out with no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Able to get it to Barkley. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Short side option here. He's running left. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Justin Reed with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Well, here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who Brock, I think, needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown! Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action, it's Mahomes. Knocked away by a defender, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Covey now to return this. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. From the pistol, Hurts. Hauled in left side. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Hurts now on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And not a great... It's down. It's incomplete. Nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now ahead of 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another throw for Mahomes. Ooh, almost a throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. This, our last play of the quarter. Off play action. It's Mahomes. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of 1 here in Super Bowl. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're gonna be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Looking to throw Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught for the 1st. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. It's Pacheco again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. And it's the Chiefs with 7 to go here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And it sets up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. Again, Mahomes to throw. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll come up first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And they must score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. First down throwing for Hurts. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Throwing it just before halftime. He's on the... And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tranquil brings him to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Dotson now in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. This finds Smith. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset. From the pistol, Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Hurts. Barkley's got it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage made.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, Piron. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. All set up now for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, Hurts. That pass caught by Dotson. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Sheds off a rusher. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Back to throw, Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Another try following the sack. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hauled in left side. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Another throw for Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. This one falls incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? More shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has it in close. Touchdown, Kansas City! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Covey now to return this. He stopped on the return at the 27. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Eagles football. We'll see if they can erase that deficit to win it all. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts. This finds Smith. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
the 32-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hurts looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
2nd and 3. Goddard makes the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on second. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Eagles trailing by 5. Back to throw it. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Back to throw. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. Now they send their back in motion right. Setting up to pass. He's got Smith. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Here he is to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's got a man complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 24. That throw behind his intended target.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
He has the first over the middle. Yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another throw for Mahomes. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing now. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. Here he is to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And the birthplace of America sure is going to be rocking again tonight. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.